Shalom, this is a video for Shanan Homeschool Co-op instructors showing how to use the instructor dashboard. So first we're going to log in, and I'm on a computer. I highly suggest you use a computer for this because this website is really designed for computers as opposed to being used for a phone. So if you come in, it should come to your classroom page, but if it doesn't, you can go up to the top of the page and click on classes, and it'll bring you to the class dashboard. You could change your view to parent view, instructor view, or your student view. We're going to look at the instructor view right now. And you can see here, you on the class dashboard, you have an alert for the whole co-op that could appear at the top of the screen. And you have your classes, assignments, instructional media, which is your Zoom links and video archives, class forums, which is your specific class forums, attendance, child grades, calendar, which is the calendar for the whole forum, and the general forum discussion as well. So one thing to note is that you're able to post new assignments, you're able to post new video links, you're able to post new class forums, you're able to take attendance, you're able to do multiple things from the dashboard without going directly into your classroom. But we're going to go ahead and go into demo class. This is a class that I created just to kind of play around with it. And I'm just going to make sure I'm on instructor view. You could see at the beginning it shows your class times, the dates, the day of the week. If you click on class roster, it'll show all your students. You can email all your students at once by clicking this email button, or you can select which students you want to email. And then you could click on email and you could add your subject line and your message and send email. You could also attach a file. Now, this is a great way if you need to communicate to your parents or cancel a class or anything. You're able to go ahead and you're able to do that here. What will happen is the parent will receive an email, and that email is going to look something like this. Okay, and it'll come from Shanan Homeschool Co-op, and they will be able to see the subject line and the whatever you're emailing. If you click up here where it says email class, this is actually going to be to add a forum thread. Now, when you add a forum thread, an email also goes out, but it's not the most direct way to communicate with your students if you have an emergency situation that you want them to know about. So if you do add a thread, they will receive an email. And that email is going to look something like this. Test thread, which is going to be the name of the thread that I submitted, and you will also see what was said on the thread. I just wrote, "Hey everyone." You then have your class description section, which is your syllabus basically that you submitted to me. You're able to change this or edit this. If you click on here, you can go ahead and you can make any changes you would like. The announcement section is next. I am going to put my Zoom link in for at least the first 2 weeks until we can make sure everyone knows that they have to go to instructional media to get to their Zoom link. But if you want to say, hey, don't forget about class this week, bring certain kind of paint to class this week, or certain kind of pencils or colors, or do something. If you have a project, don't forget your ingredients. You can make an announcement here. If you click here, you can make an announcement. If you want to make a hyperlink, what you need to do is, if you copy and paste the link, it'll just be in text form. So you need to make sure that you click on the little link button and put your URL in there so that it can be a hyperlink. Now, the benefit of the announcement section, you're able to email your announcements. And so you could click here, email, and it will email your announcements to all students, parents, and instructors. So if you email your parents, the email is going to look, the email up. The email is going to look something like this. It's going to say announcements updated, and whatever announcements you put in here is going to show up in the email. The downfall of this is that you don't have control over the subject line. So I would say that if you need to make any changes to class, like cancel, send the email off of the roster, and also put an announcement in here so everyone can know what's going on. Send the email out. Now, the text messaging is not going to work because that requires an upgrade to the system, a paid upgrade to the system. So that's increasing the overhead costs if we wanted to add the text messaging. So we're just not going to do that. All right, let's look down here. We have different tabs down here. We have assignments, resources, instructional media, attendance, assessment, and grades. Assignments is going to be anything that you want the students to do, and you can also allow them to upload their work. So if we want to add an assignment, we click on add assignment, assignment name. I'm going to say homework week 3, and you can put all your homework assignments in for all the weeks, and you can basically hide them until certain dates. You can put a description in. And you can go ahead and you could you have to put in a category, so you could put like homework or assignments. I just made some very generic ones. Classwork, you can allow students to upload. So sometimes you might just say, hey, read these pages or review these pages, and you don't want them to upload anything. So, you wouldn't have that checked. But if you want them to actually submit something, then you can check that. The due date for this that you want them to submit it by, and then a deadline. The difference being that a deadline you can't submit after, the student can't upload after the deadline. So you don't want to hit save here. You want to hit save and add resources, because up to this point you haven't actually told them what you want them to do. So we're going to just say, I'm going to say week 3 homework is going to be my label, and you can either provide a link, like a Google Drive link or something, or you can choose like a PDF or a Word document or something to submit. So if you have them reading something, maybe you have a PDF or something of that nature. And then you want to say save and add resource. Okay, so if I go over here, I will see my general settings for week 3 homework. I'll see my resources that's under that, and you can also add more resources than one. So I have a Google Drive, and I could even say like PDF workbook for week 3, and I'm just gonna choose something random here and click save and add resource. And I'm going to go back to my assignment, and now I have my assignment week 3, and I guess I clicked it twice, so I added it twice, and I have my 2 students, and so far, no one has uploaded because I just entered it in. So I do have an example of a student that upload. I did this yesterday, where I have week 1 homework, and here goes my general. Here goes my resource, and then I just uploaded a file, and so it'll have the date received, and then you could click right here and you could kind of see what was uploaded. And I just uploaded something random PDF just to test the functionality, and then you could say it was completed on time or whatever. You can add feedback, and you're able to also upload something, I guess, to maybe if you have a paper that you're grading, you can upload the graded paper right here. So those are our assignments. Go back to our class homepage. I want to look at our resources tab. So like if you want to upload your slides, this is how you could do that. So you just click on add resource, add resource here. I'm just going to say slides, and we have book, workbook, presentation, and you could either have a link or you could put a file on there. And click on save. And I think if I click on it multiple times, it'll probably save it multiple times. But anyway, at any rate, you're able to come in here and you're able to see what you've put on here. If you, like I had added a workbook, a Google file, you're able to click on that link. If you see that little box in that link out, that's going to take you to a link. So you could have links or you could have files in your resources. Okay, so let's go back to our our dashboard. We also have instructional media, which is like our Zoom classes. So if I want to add a Zoom link for class, I could do that. And then this live feed is saying that this is where you're going to go for the live class, and you can click on add media. Now, because we want to maintain consistency, I'm kind of hoping that most of us will use the DirectAcad Zoom, and we'll use the same classroom for each class for that. But that's how you will enter in your Zoom link, and the students are able to just like click on this little camera button and it'll take them directly to the Zoom link. They don't even have to enter in any meeting IDs or anything like that. But let's just say that you've already recorded a class and you want to put it up here so they can look at it later. You can see here last week's class. You're able to enter in a like a YouTube video. So I did that here. I entered a YouTube video instead of under the live entering into Zoom. I entered in a YouTube video, updated that media, and if they go in and they click it, it's going to bring up whatever video was loaded there. Okay, let's see. The last sections are going to be our attendance section. You're able to select the date and you're able to mark them, absent or present. We would like to keep a track of our attendance this year, just to make sure that we are keeping up with engagement with our families, because this is an online co-op. It's really hard to gauge the engagement level, and so we want to keep making sure that our students are coming, and that everyone is still on board with the co-op. It might be something you might want to write down attendance and then come back in and kind of check it later. And it also could be rough, like, we know about how many families we're expecting. So, how many families are on the Zoom. It doesn't have to be exact attendance, but just kind of having a gauge and a feel for attendance, something that we want to kind of maintain. Assessments and grades. Not sure, if you would like to explore assessment and grades, let me know, and we can get into that some more. But because our co-op is so small, I'm thinking that for the most part, we're going to be communicating with our students and telling them, that they're doing a great job instead of giving grades. I think this is more so for like co-ops that are very, very academic, and they're submitting papers and essays and different things of that nature. But we do want to keep a track on how our students are doing. I'm just not sure if assessments and grades are the way that we're going to go. And if you would like to do that, then just let me know and we can go into that some more. The class forum is down here. You can add a thread, or you could go in and you can post to a thread. That's very straightforward, and that's just for the class. So that's it. That is the instructor dashboard, how to use it, how to add resources like your workbooks and slides, how to add assignments, how to look at your assignments that your students are submitting back to you, how to add links and for YouTube and for the Zoom and different things like that.